Thank you. My name is Jorrit Steinz. I'm the founder and CEO of ChannelEngine.com. It's a software service platform that connects brands and retailers to all the marketplaces worldwide. So we have a network of more than 700 marketplaces, and we do that with a global team of 220 people and still growing.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Tessa Knijnenburg. I am a Senior People and Culture Business Partner at ChannelEngine. We've been using OpenUp since January 2023, so that's a little over a year now, and around 200 employees are able to make use of OpenUp.
Mental well-being is super important for me personally, as well as for everybody around me, from family to the company itself. I've been an entrepreneur for more than 20 years. It can be challenging, especially if you just start out building companies, and especially in the beginning, it can be super stressful. And you don't know all the details, you haven't been through downturns or even growth. It can be challenging, so you need to build resilience, you need to learn how to deal with your own mindset, but also with employees that start working with you. Started with just a few and then hired a few more, and previous company grew up to 70 people. Current company had a very rapid growth, and of course it's all people. Everybody deals with growth differently, has their personal life as well, and combining it with business is super important. And my role is continuously changing. Responsibilities are growing, so that means I continuously have to reflect, look at my own well-being, make sure I'm on the right energy level and keep on developing there.
So we decided to implement OpenUp a little over a year ago because we saw that the way the company was growing was taking a lot of our people. So we saw that our employees were dealing with stress like any other growing company. That's kind of inherent to it. And we were looking for a solution where we could help a lot of our employees at the same time. So not by providing individual coaches, but a platform which can help employees in the way they want. So with one-on-one sessions, but also with masterclasses or some self-study. And then we found OpenUp, and it was straight away the best solution for us to go to. And we see that our employees are making a lot of use of it, and that they also rate the support from the psychologist with an average 9 out of 10. So we're happy that it's working.
I think it's super important that all leaders in the organization, from top level to team leads, are super open and aware about what's happening in their team, what the mental health is, how people in the teams are doing, but also taking care of their own health, both physically as well as mentally, because they're tied into each other. And if you're not physically healthy, it's very hard to be mentally healthy as well. And it's also important that they speak to colleagues, but sometimes it's easier to speak in their native language. So it's great to work with OpenUp with so many different nationalities and native languages where they can speak to psychologists in their own language.
In the last year, I've been focusing on educating myself a lot on stress and burnout due to training. And I noticed that there's different ways for people to find support when they're going through stressful times. And with OpenUp, we see that there's different ways of support that we can offer employees. Some people like to share their stories with their peers or with their manager, or maybe even with HR. But in some cases, they need some more guidance from someone who doesn't know them that well. And then OpenUp comes into play to help employees with whatever they're dealing with. Might be stress, might be relationship related, might be family related. For us, we want to provide a space in the professional environment that we're in where people can deal with these challenges, so they don't only have to navigate these challenges by themselves in private, because we see it takes a toll on people professionally as well. So we're happy that we could find a partnership with OpenUp. One of our employees told me about the challenges that she's facing in deciding on where to go next in her career. And even though she also liked to speak with me about it, she had some sessions with an OpenUp psychologist who was able to help find her purpose and navigate her next steps to a new job, a new career. So also in that sense, OpenUp was very helpful.
Yes, of course. I've been an entrepreneur for more than 20 years. So I set up several companies sometimes at the same time, growing companies, having new employees on board, and it can be stressful. And especially if you do it for the first time. So there can be challenges with money. Do we have enough money to pay the next billing run, the next salary slips, stuff like that. Sometimes working until late at night. I didn't take any weekends off, no vacations and stuff like that. So that really taxes your mind. So along the way, you learn how to adapt. It's never finished anyway. You learn to put on a growth mindset, learn about it, listen to podcasts and adjust along the way. And you have to.
We openly discuss mental health here in the organization. We do that, for example, by inviting employees who made use of OpenUp to the monthly meeting where the whole organization is attending to share their story about what they have been discussing in their OpenUp sessions or why they made use of OpenUp. And by sharing this story, it becomes very relatable to others that all these challenges are not that uncommon or that everyone deals with some stress or relationship problems or other issues, and that, everyone is able to discuss that in the organization.
First of all, if you have a mental well-being challenge, look at your whole life. Are you doing what you love? People in a company or in roles need to be doing what they love at least for 80% of the time. There's always stuff that you don't like, but you need to be in the right role, and also look at your personal situation, but also your personal health. Are you taking care of yourself first? Are you taking care of your mind? Are you not only looking at work or personal life, but also looking at, am I developing my mind, my body, healthy habits in terms of eating, exercising, getting out in the sunlight early in the morning? Are you doing those basic things first? But also, are you opening up to someone? Doesn't matter whether it's a friend, or if you don't have anyone, or a colleague, or someone at OpenUp that you don't know but has the background to help you out. I think that really helps developing good habits to get mental clarity. And other things, learn how to meditate, do breathing techniques, those kind of things. And I think most of all, get out in nature.
We find it very important that our leaders play a big role in dealing with mental health challenges. Not only the big challenges, but also the day-to-day smaller moments of stress or how to deal with difficult conversations. We also want our leaders to genuinely inspire employees in dealing with mental health challenges. So I know that a lot of our leaders have made use of, for example, conversations with psychologists, or that they attended the masterclasses, sometimes because I encourage them too. But we find it really important that people know and understand what we offer our employees, because that genuinely helps us becoming a healthier organization.
I think the most important thing is that the leadership team takes care of themselves as well, mentally as well as physically, but also look at the whole company culture. I think it's super important for mental health to be able to work together with others and grow and be transparent. And what I've seen in other companies as well is a lot of egos and politics. And if somebody's fully focused on themselves instead of opening up and sharing with others and helping others grow, then it can be taxing on their mental health as well. It's hard to completely keep it out, but in our company it's we, not I, no egos, no politics. I think it's super important in the company to connect with others, but genuinely connect with others and not compete within your own teams for a specific job or stuff like that. That will keep you mentally sane. So that's important, and be transparent about what's happening, be open and adjust to situations, because you never know what's going on in someone's personal life as well, and that can also impact the business life. So it's intertwined, and be open there. And of course, make sure you have possibilities to speak to a great HR team, great team leads, but also, for instance, OpenUp. So we used OpenUp and a lot of our employees like it. Done a lot of sessions, some like the one-on-one sessions, some are using all the master classes and those kind of things. So it's good to prioritize that and at least give the opportunity to do it.
We got very overwhelming responses when we implemented OpenUp from our employees. They were very, very happy that we were able to offer such a benefit to them. It's not always the case that you hear positive responses when adding a benefit. Most of the time you hear a lot of complaints about what is missing. So to proactively hear all these positive responses, I was very happy with it. And still, after a year, people come to me and say, wow, I'm very, very happy that I'm able to get this support through OpenUp. I would definitely advise other organizations to look into a solution like OpenUp to add this as a benefit for employees because it's such an easy way to give the support that people in this generation are looking for. And it's such a good way to offer different types of help due to the offering of this one-on-one sessions with psychologists, the master classes, the self-study. All these options are very helpful for our employees, so I guess that will be helpful for a lot of other companies as well. I'm looking forward to many more years of partnering with OpenUp.